As with what? As with what? He deals with you as with what?
God dealeth with you as with sons.
As with sons. Keep going.
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
You got to think about that. Is that it? Is that verse 7? Now, go to give me Isaiah 29:13. Isaiah 29:13. Because another on the front, down at the bottom. Yes, sir. Down at the bottom. Because another thing you said was that you pray and you pray whichever way you can, yada yada yada. Okay? Isaiah 29:13.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, and verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near with me with their mouth.
So many of our people draw near to God with their mouth. Right? God, I love you. God, is that your verse right there? Okay. They draw near with their mouth. God, I love you. God, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, yada, yada, yada. Right? Not knowing. Read.
And with their lips do honor me. But have removed their heart far from me. And the fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. You understand it?
Yeah, because I guess it's me as man fighting my own
Jeremiah 3:15.
I'm fighting my own thoughts because I don't see him. I talk to him, but I still don't see him. And sometimes he don't act right in the other part. My own thoughts.
So now watch this. Here's the key. With what you just said and what we're sharing out, here is the key to success. Read.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
He says, I'm going to give you pastors according to my heart. Heart means your mind. Heart is not a ooey-gooey feeling. Heart is your mind. Read it again.
And I will give you pastors according to my heart,
Read.
which shall feed you with knowledge.
Which shall feed you with knowledge. So the pastors, so you got to hook up with pastors that know the word and that's going to teach the word properly. How do you know that a pastor is teaching the word properly? Give me Malachi chapter 2, verse 7. Here's how you know. Albeit these two brothers right here teaching the word properly, albeit some other brother is teaching the word properly, or not teaching the word properly. Read.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 2, and verse 7.
Read.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, Bible knowledge, the laws. Read.
And they should seek the law.
And they, the congregation, should seek the law. Read.
At his mouth.
At the priest's mouth. Read it again.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth. For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
So he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
If I listen to God,
Not believe. Well,
if I believe and listen to God, I seek knowledge from God, I listen to God, we all start speaking. We all start speaking to other people.
give me Psalms. I like what you're saying. Give me Psalms 111, verse 10. I love what you're saying. Psalms 111, verse 10.
This is the book of Psalms, 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
You gotta fear God. You know what I'm saying? All we are men that studying, that come out to teach this word, and we continue to grow in our understanding of this word, and with that understanding we continue to straighten our walk to the Most High. Read.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
So, the only way you're going to get a good understanding of what's in this Bible is if you're doing the commandments, right? So now check this out. Today is the Sabbath day. Did you know that?
Well, yeah.
And what does the Bible command us on the Sabbath day?
To rest.
To rest. Does the Bible permit us to buy and sell and cook on the Sabbath day?
Not supposed.
Well, you say that as if you can if you need to.
I will finish.
Go to Exodus.
Because look.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 27.
Real quick. Are you not, what do you consider
We're doing the work of the Lord. There's a complete difference. There's a complete difference. There's a complete difference. Because the Bible tells us in Matthew and in Luke, that they went out to go out. He commanded us, as a matter of fact, to go out to the highways and byways and compel my people to come in.
Even
on the Sabbath day. It was the Sabbath day wherein that is the commandment.
Okay.
That's in Luke. Okay. Here's the last thing. Exodus chapter 16, verse 27.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 16, and verse 27.
Read.
And it came to pass that there went out some of the people of the on the seventh day for to gather, and they found none.
They're trying to gather food. Read.
And they found none. And the Lord said unto Moses, how long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws? For that the Lord had given you the Sabbath. Therefore he giveth you on the sixth day to bread of 2 days. So
we prepare our food on Friday. We prepare our food on Friday for Friday and for Saturday. Right. So we eat, and we eat well.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But on the Sabbath, but we prepared that food a day in advance.
Okay, now
you understand? So this is your history book right here. This is your covenant book right here. Now you can accept it and begin to learn it and receive it. You can reject it. But if you reject it,
okay, if I always try to learn it with this understanding and back up also with the...
Listen, you're passing this sidewalk is by providence.
Right.
Do you know what providence is? It's unknown to all of us. It's unknown providence is unknown. Providence is the control and design of the Most High God. When there's destruction in the city, do you think God knows about that destruction? When there's joy and happiness in someone's life, do you think God knows about that joy and happiness? That's providence. So you crossing our path is God's providence. So today is your day for you to think, who do you belong to? What are you going to do? Are you going to resist or are you going to surrender? And as you go ahead.
Oh, yeah, quick question. Okay, I was
Hosea 4:6 as he walks away. Hosea 4:6.
I didn't prepare my meals for today yesterday.
Okay.
So I have to go home and cook today. If I continue, if I know your word and I continue to do that, am I it's okay? Or if you don't?
The Bible says that every man pick up his cross and bear his own cross. So we gave you the law. What you do with the law, that's between you and the Most High.
I'm gonna go repent. I'm gonna go ask you to forgive me. What does repent mean? To ask you.
No, repent means to turn from.
Turn away from it. Don't do it no more. That's what repent means. So today, if you're gonna repent today, right? That means don't go home and cook. Have something that you already have prepared.
Eat some potato chips you got on top of the refrigerator. Eat some cookies. Yeah.
After the sun go down, you more than well.
Eat that lunch meat you got in there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not lunch, it ain't no pork.
That's right. Read that real quick as he's walking away. We love you, man. You got our contact information. All right, listen to this as you cross the street.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. What knowledge do they lack? They lack the knowledge of the Most High God. They lack the knowledge of these laws. Read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So the sad thing is our people reject God's knowledge. Our people reject the commandments of the Most High God. And because we reject these commandments, what does the Most High God say is going to happen? Read.
That thou should be no priest to me.
We shall be no priest to the Most High God. If we're no priest, that means we're good for nothing. And if we're good for nothing, what is the Most High going to do?
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
I will forget thy children. So what are we saying? We're reading to you Matthew chapter 7 verse 19. We just read Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6, where the Bible says that if the children of Israel, they lack knowledge, and because they lack knowledge, they're destroyed. They reject that knowledge. And so what is Christ going to do to those individuals that reject the knowledge of the Most High God? Here's Matthew chapter 7 and verse 19. It says, every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is cut down and cast into the fire. We are those trees that's planted by the Most High God. We are the trees that's planted. And because we don't cast any good fruit, the Most High God says, I don't have any good use for you. Therefore, I'm going to cut you down.